Hi, I'm Brooke Lierman. As the first female comptroller for the state of Maryland, I'm excited to greet you during Women's History Month. The National Women's History Alliance has established this year's theme as Celebrating Women Who Tell Our Stories. The theme provides recognition of women, past and present, who've been active in all forms of media and storytelling. It honors women in every community who've devoted their lives and talents to producing art and news, pursuing truth, and reflecting society decade after decade. Women make up 63% of Maryland's workforce, and this month gives us the opportunity to recognize and celebrate our history and contributions to the state and the nation. But while we celebrate, we also have to remember that there's so much work to be done. A 2022 U.S. News & World Report analysis named Maryland as the top state for gender equality, but also noted that while female workers in Maryland earn more in weekly wages than the national rate, they're still only being paid 86% of what their male counterparts receive. There's also inequality at the top of the business world. Despite modest gains in representation over the last 8 years, women, and especially women of color, are still dramatically underrepresented in corporate America. This is especially true in senior leadership. Only 1 in 4 C-suite leaders is a woman, and only 1 in 20 is a woman of color, according to McKinsey. This needs to change. As comptroller and as a member of the State Board of Public Works, I know that we must devote the resources to help close these gaps and support our Minority Business Enterprise program. Our state was a national leader in MBE procurement when we first created our 29% participation goals 45 years ago. Since 2016, however, MBE participation in state contracts has been 20% or below. This is unacceptable. As your comptroller, I'm dedicated to advocating for more transparency in the selection of state contracts. Too often, prime contractors end up not using MBEs originally named in a bid or proposal, and that often goes unnoticed. The state BPW can help hold them accountable and encourage MBEs and other small businesses to compete for these contracts. I'm also focused on giving working mothers access to affordable childcare. According to a 2022 Maryland Family Network study, almost 80% of children under 12 in the state of Maryland have a mother who's participating in the workforce. My husband, 2 children, and I live in Baltimore, where the average cost of childcare is $22,000 annually, but the median family income is $58,500. That's about 38% of yearly household income going to childcare alone, the highest percentage in the state. Whether it's grants, state scholarships, or increased eligibility for tax incentives designed to work helping families, like the Earned Income Tax Credit, I'm committed to finding more ways to help Maryland's mothers and families. So Maryland, I hope you'll join the Comptroller's office in recognizing, celebrating, and supporting the contributions of women, past and present, in our communities and across our state, country, and the world. When women do well, communities do well. Happy Women's History Month, and thank you.